So last night we got the cows out on pasture and they really loved it. The heifers went out on pasture today. They really liked it as well. But today we're getting back to field work. It dried out enough yesterday where we can get back at it. I'm over here to our red barn fields to check the fields to see if I can get them tilled. So this year in these fields we ran the chisel plow, and then we have to run the disc over it after we chisel plow. So the top here is definitely dry enough. There's some moisture down in, but it looks ready to disc. So this part I disced already, but I'm gonna hit it again with the disc. It's pretty gravelly. You can see there's a lot of these big rocks in here. So I'm gonna come over and get this disced and start working on the other. Everything else looks pretty dry on top. So when we finish up tomorrow, it'll be ready to plant. So on my way home, I drive right by the feed mill, so I gotta stop and get fertilizer ordered too for the fertilizer that we run through the planter. So we're running a ammonium sulfate and potash mix. So I'll stop and let them know what we need, and then they'll come drop it off later into our gravity wagon. So I got the wagon pulled out of the shed, ready to get fertilizer. I stopped and told them what I needed. So I wanted to show you guys this right next to the creamery. Still working on getting things picked up, but got this area over here. I'm gonna have pumpkins and sunflowers planted this year. So I got the sunflowers planted last week to just try out the corn planter, make sure it was gonna work all right. So I came out here yesterday and was looking, and my sunflowers had started coming out of the ground some. So you can see there's some coming out there. This little higher ground over here, there more of them coming out. So they might freeze off tonight. Got a frost advisory, but oh well, if they do, there's nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. But yeah, so should have a lot of nice looking sunflowers out here this year. This area here, I'm gonna have pumpkins growing, but won't be planting them till a little later. So my dad got the drop cleaners ran out this morning. He ran them both, so they're good for a little while, because I'm going to use this tractor today on the disc, so we can pull this off the manure spreader for a couple days. So I'm going to go spread this over right where I'm disking, so then I can just disc it right in. Hopefully it'll help some. Spreader's not super full today, but enough where it's worth coming over here. But yeah, this ground's ready to go. Feels super rough when you go on the plowed mounds the opposite direction of what they're plowed. So just follow the rows back, and then it'll be nice and smooth after I disc this. So I got the disc hooked up now to this tractor we were spreading manure with. We're heading over to the red barn fields now. I got Harvey behind me. He's gonna run the disc, and I gotta run home, get the fertilizer wagon. We're actually gonna stop right at the feed mill and get the fertilizer dumped right on the wagon. And then I'm gonna run home again, and then go get the planter ready to go and get that over and start planting. That wagon. got the wagon out, filled up. It was a little tricky getting it outside of the tight space it was in over there at the feed mill. With the auger sticking out, it made it a little hard, but we got it out. Heading over to the red barn now. Harvey's behind me again to run me back home, and then I'll get the planter ready to go. So I grabbed a meat stick quick, a couple bottles of water, ready to go. Down there, feed trucks here delivering feed too from the feed mill. We ran out yesterday, so Dad's out working on a little more fence to get that finished up on the rest of the pastures right now. So yeah, lots happening today. Ready to head over now. This is a tricky part. Is going down the road with a 15-foot wide corn planter. But we'll make it. I see it's school bus time too. One school bus went by already. A couple went up the other road, so hopefully I don't need any more. So I had a little bit of fertilizer left the other day. Got those 2 boxes full, so just got to finish filling this one up. guys like that little bit of drone footage. It's always fun getting the drone up and get some nice pictures and videos. But Harvey's running the disc. There's a mess out in the other end of the field with this creek bottom ground and Pennsylvania ground. It's definitely not perfect, but we're working with what we got. So we're gonna get started planting now. So when I was disking, I noticed some of these laying around, a couple deer sheds, and this is, I don't know if this is they're not all the same ones, they're different, but they're laying right next to each other. I found almost half a dozen of these, or a dozen laying in these fields down here, so pretty neat. Rather be seeing them alongside the field than in the tires. So like I said earlier with the railroad tracks, that used to run right through here. This ground through here is extremely hard. It's all rock and it's still got that railroad dirt in it. Nothing grows in it, so I cut it in a little bit. So yep, you can see here what I mean by all this rock. There's so much of it. You just gotta go slow, and this is normally one of the first fields we can plant, and because it's so rocky, it dries out so quick. Got a tire in the field too, I guess. That wasn't there before. I'll get out and move that and some of these big rocks. Got sheds here. I'll move them out of the way. It gets to be a mess in this tractor during plant season with all the tools we got. Occasionally I'll pick rock out here, but haven't in a few years, so I don't know why this tire's here. Probably from the flood. We'll just set along the side of the field for now. So this spot here really shows the railroad dirt. It really does not grow anything in it. What we need to do is spread a lot of manure in it to get the soil health built back up so we can start growing something in it again. It's going to take years and years, but if I start now, maybe when I'm old I'll be able to grow something good in there. But just a little patch up in there, then this bottom gets to be in better shape. So I wanted to do a little thing about why we have plowed these fields this year. Typically we do all no-till, or mostly all no-till. A lot of these fields we're getting in rough shape, rough ruts, and just flooding and things like that. It's good to do no-till. We feel it's good every once in a while to go in, break up that hard pan, and break up your compaction as well. So some of these fields I went through last fall and plowed. I didn't get it all done, so I plowed the rest this spring, and then going through and disking it right before planting, so gets it real nice and level. So next year and the next following years, these fields will be no-till again. We'll just go right in and plant them with whatever's there. We won't stir up all that dirt again like we did this year, but it's good to do it every once in a while. We feel there's a few fields we've been just disking for a couple of years. The water has destroyed the fields, being along the creek. But this year we went and plowed them to break up everything and kind of get a fresh start. So hoping for a real nice crop down here this year, and it's planting really nice, and the dust is flying over there. It's flying pretty well on the disc, and that is flying a little bit here for me. But yep, going real good. I'm almost done with this little piece here. We call this a gravel field just because of all the stone and gravel that's in it. Then I'll move down and work on that piece, and hopefully get that done tonight. But once he's done disking it, I need to get filled up with fertilizer and seed once I'm done with this piece. Probably, I hope I have enough seed to finish this field up, but it's gonna be close. So on the last pass here of this first 6 acre piece. 50 more acres to go on all these fields. What we call our red barn fields over there's the old red barn that fell in here a few years ago. So, yep, pretty nice ground over here, but there's a lot of everything. Just crazy how over here it's extremely gravelly, hardly plantable because it's so gravelly, and then you look down there and it's too wet to plant, so it's just odd. I'm working on the end rows of this next field now. Harvey's over there with the disc. We had a bearing go out on the front gang, and he's gonna, I just stopped talking to him. He's gonna run that home and get it fixed up in the morning. I'm gonna finish planting this piece, or as much as this piece I can tonight, and then hopefully between him and Dad they can get the disc working again in the morning, and then get to discing more. So it's 6:30 now. I've done a good bit of this field already. I think I'm gonna call it quits for the night, and let this get a little bit of sun tomorrow before I finish it up. Once this lower part of the field is a little wetter, but yeah, it's gone pretty well so far, but I would just like to see it a little drier to plant it. But tomorrow's supposed to be sun all day, chance of a thunderstorm the next day, so I'd like to get this piece and then the field back there done before Wednesday, as long as we get the disc fixed tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. So might be the end of the video, or I'll pick up more tomorrow. We'll see what happens, so stay tuned. It's the next day now. We're back to planting here. Harvey's in the field over there discing. Just the field that got missed, it was easy to miss. So, but pretty much everything's disced over here. I let it dry out most of the morning and afternoon today. I got started planting around 1:30, so things dried out pretty well. They got the disc fixed this morning, so around noon, 12:30, they were back to discing. So thanks Harvey for getting that working again. But planting what we call a duck pond field now. This spot here always gets filled up with water, and you can see all the cattails in there too. We've got drain tile in there, but it runs full bore all summer long, but just can't keep up. And the last couple years we've been able to plant a little more of it, but it just doesn't get dried out like it should. But yep, planting really nice today. The field's in really good shape. So it's about 9 o'clock now. I've been planting all afternoon. Well, for a bit. I had to take a little break earlier. Had to go set up for our FFA banquet quick. Wasn't that far away, just 5 minutes down the road, so that was handy. So took a little hour break there, and I'm on my last pass for the night. I was thinking maybe I'd get this field all done, but I didn't quite get done. Plus it could use a little more drying. So gonna call it quits for the night. We're gonna fill up with fertilizer, and then we'll bring the fertilizer wagon home, and then Dad's gonna follow me home with that, because there's no lights on the back of that, and we're going on 2 main roads, so good to follow me with that. So that's gonna be all for the video. Thank you guys for watching and checking in to see how we're doing planting. Wasn't very exciting day, but we got a lot done, which is good for my sake. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.